Today is the day. New DLC, new characters. I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing that I did for Homelander and Takeda. If you haven't seen those, I'm gonna make like a comprehensive combo guide for people for day one, just to get you started with the character. I've been labbing her for what, like 4 hours now. Like that's pretty much all I've done since it's come out. Like I've recorded all the animalities and I'd immediately jumped into just labbing Sektor. So I think I got a pretty good idea of what you're supposed to be doing with this character combo wise. And obviously, this is day one. I shouldn't have to preface this, but there are going to be people, right? This is day one. So you're probably going to find better combos than this, but you could maybe use what I'm about to do and do something better with it, right? Like use this as fuel for your own combos. I was watching Ketchup and Mustard pretty much this whole time, and I was doing things that I wasn't seeing other people do. So I'm pretty much going to go ahead and start with the cameo I got now. This was my initial thought, was to use Movado. Now, I do want to say I'm not going to be saying the buttons as like square, triangle, X, circle. I'm going to be using numbers. So I'm going to put on the screen what that is so that I don't have to say what it is on Xbox. And you get me. Just makes it easier for everybody. I'm not going to waste any of your time. So I'm going to start off just doing some like touching some buttons without the cameo, right? So the strings that you need to focus on with this character are her 1-1, right, which is pretty good. I'd say this is her fastest button. This is her jab, which is normally the fastest button. So this is what you're going to be using to like punish stuff. This button's pretty good. Her 4-2, 4-2-1, that's pretty good. Standing 4-2 is really good. And then she also has an overhead and a low. Overhead is back 2-2, the low is back 3-4. Now, this mix is not safe. The overhead is actually really punishable. Hold on, let him block. It's like -18 or something. Yeah, it's -18, but the low is safe. This is where the cameos come in. So we'll get to that later, but for now, I'm pretty much just gonna walk you through some easy combos to do with Sektor. The main launcher you're going to be using for her is going to be down back 4 and meter burn down back 2. Down back 4 is better because obviously it's meterless and you get to keep your meter. And you can combo meterlessly from your 1-1, your standing 4-2, and I believe the low. Yeah, but that's obviously unsafe if you do the low, so you want to focus on the other two. Now I'm going to do the combo and then I'm going to walk you through how to do it. So yeah, it looks complicated. It takes a little bit of execution, like those day one new character jitters. You got to get them out of your fingers and then it really becomes easy. But one thing I will say is this ender is very inconsistent. So if you can't end the combo like that, you can end it in jump 3-2. So I'll show you how that looks. Still 30%, right? Like either way works. So now we'll get into how to do the combo. Now, obviously, the first thing you want to do is hit your opponent with a string that can combo into the down back 4. So for this example, I'm going to be using 4-2, right? So you want to hit them into down back 4. When they're in the air, you want to jump and do 2-1-2. So it'll look like this. That's all of that put together. So that's string, down back 4, jump, 2-1-2. This is where execution becomes a important factor. So after you do the 2-1-2 in the air, you want to do your air dash into a jump kick. It can be jump 3 or jump 4. It doesn't really matter which one. They're literally the same attack. To do her air dash, in case you don't know, somehow it's the left trigger and whatever direction you want to go in. She can go forward, she can go backward, she can go up. In this case, you're gonna want to go forward, obviously. So again, walk you through it. Combo string, down back 4, jump, 2-1-2, dash, kick. There we go. You've pretty much done the most difficult part of the combo. After the jump kick hits, you want to do down back 4 again in the air, but you want to meter burn it this time. So like that. Right after that jump kick hits, meter burn, down back 4. It'll pop them up again, And when they're popped up in the air, this is pretty much the easy part. This is where you decide what you want to do. You either jump 3-2, which is the easy way to end it and the most consistent way, or you do jump 2-1-2 again and do down back 2 in the air, and when she hits the ground, she'll do this attack on the first frame. So that's pretty much how to do that combo. So I'll walk through it again. Combo string, down back 4, jump. Oh, I'm clearly garbage. Combo string, down back 4, jump 2-1-2, dash, kick, meter burn, down back 4, 2-1-2, down back 2. There you go. This part will be pretty quick. So her overhead and low game does exist, but I don't think it's going to be that effective by itself because the overhead is 10 frames slower than the low. In case you don't know what that means, it's going to pretty much just get fuzzied all to hell. And also the low may be safe, but the overhead is pretty much never safe unless you have a cameo to cover it, which I'm going to get to later. If you're going to combo off this without a cameo, it also doesn't net you that much damage. I don't know why my button's not coming out. Like 25% for a bar is not worth it. And for the overhead, you can't combo off the overhead by itself, so you have to spin meter. But remember, that's unsafe. If they block this, you die. So that's where the cameos come in. And the first cameo I'm gonna be using is Movado, obviously, the combo god. He does not make your mix safe, but he makes it so you can get more damage from your mix. So for instance, this string, you can combo off it now, like this. A little bit more damage, right? 2% more, but damage is damage. Overhead. I dropped that because I'm garbage. You can end that however you want. You can end it the same way that I just ended it. I don't know why I didn't just do that for this video's sake. 27% again. You could probably get a little bit more, but I don't know. I don't really think Movado's gonna be the move. He was the first cameo I thought to use, and the cameos I got coming up are just better. So yeah, he's pretty much just letting you combo off of pretty much anything, even her rocket. You're comboing off that, which is ridiculous. Now I'll show you the combos that I'm going for with Movado, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna spend as much time on him as the other two cameos because I think the other two cameos are just better. Damage wise, combo wise, they're just better. So off the low, I'd go like this, get you a little 28%, right? And then off the overhead, same thing, exact same combo. Keep in mind as well, you're still unsafe, so you just gotta guess right. Where his combos get a little bit better are when you're not doing a mix. So the other buttons, when you're like just hit confirming normally, your regular combos are enhanced by Movado. So we can get into that now. So for time's sake, I'm going to make this as clear as possible. You're pretty much just gonna be doing the exact same combo that I already taught you. So this combo, that combo to be exact, with the 3-2 ender. Everything I've taught you up to this point for Sektor is important here. So you're gonna do your regular combo the same way you normally would, but when she hits this shield, you wanna call up Movado. Now I know that missed, but it does hit. I don't know why it's missing right now, but yeah, you wanna call up Movado like that. And after up Movado hits, you wanna do forward 3-4. That's your ender. So I'll show you the combo now. There we go. 35. I mean, pretty good, right? Okay damage. The last thing that I will say Movado does for Sektor, but I mean, you could say Movado does this for every character, is he does give Sektor a throw combo, which I haven't actually practiced the combo, so I just want to show that it works. If I stop throwing right now. There we go. I don't know what to do after that. I haven't practiced it, but yeah, you can get a throw combo with Movado. There you go, 21%. So yeah, overall, I'd say he's probably the cameo you could start with Sektor, but he's definitely not gonna be the cameo I'm gonna end up using. So let's go ahead and move on to somebody way more useful. I never thought I would see the day where I would be using this cameo, but Shujinko's new buffs actually give everyone like a hit confirm. But the main thing that it does for Sektor that's specifically good is it actually makes your mix safe. Now, you will get your cameo hit pretty much every time, but he does give you safe mix and he gives you pretty good damage. So if I make him block again, as I showed, unsafe. Minus 18, you're getting blown up for that. This move is minus 6. He can now continue this string, and that second hit of it is unsafe. So what you're essentially going to be doing is do the back 2 into forward cameo. You're going to hit confirm it. When you see those 2 hits hit, then you do up cameo and you get a full combo. So I'll show you what that will look like. He pretty much just makes the combo really easy, and he makes your mix safe. And obviously he's not going to do anything off of that, and we've established she doesn't get much damage off that by herself, so you're going to be doing the same route for this. That's pretty much all I'm using him for. I'm gonna be completely honest. He just makes the mix safe, and I'll demonstrate what you're gonna be doing so that people don't have the wrong idea. So if we make it so it's a random combo, you wanna hit confirm this first hit and Shujinko's first hit. Because if you commit, that's minus 13 and you get punished. You have to hit confirm it, so like that hit him. So once you see the first 2 hits hit, press up cameo and he crumples them. So that's something I'd practice. Like there, he didn't hit him. I didn't use the up cameo. Now the problem, which you could probably tell, is when you do this, they're just gonna poke your cameo. So you're probably gonna lose him a lot. But when he does hit, you're gonna get a fat combo. I'm not gonna lie, I've had to redo this part like 6 times because I either stuttered or my neighbor was revving his car. So take 25. This part's not that complicated. So pretty much you wanna do whatever string you wanna do into forward cameo. And right after the forward cameo hits, you press up cameo. This is like a new buff for Shujinko, so it puts him in this crumple state. So it doesn't matter what string you use, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna be using this one because it does more damage. It works off the overhead, it works off the low, and it works off 1-1. But I'm gonna be using this one because it's a combo video. We want damage. So after you crumple them, you wanna do standing 4 into meter burn down back 4. So just like that. This is the only part of the combo that takes any sort of execution. After the meter burn down back 4 lands, you want to immediately jump and do 2-1-2 in the air. So this string, 2-1-2. So all together, it's going to look like. Here we go, right? After the 2-1-2, forward dash. Well, forward air dash. Let me be very specific. Forward air dash. So forward and left trigger. Put all that together. After your forward air dash in the air, you want to do 3-2, and that's the end of the combo. So let's put it all together. That's what the whole combo would look like. Alright, moving on to the third and final cameo I'm going to be using in this video. This is probably the cameo I'm going to use with Sektor. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, he is the hardest of the 3 that I've been using today, but he's the most effective in my humble opinion. I've never used Striker in this game, so I'm actually really happy about this. So, a little piece of tech that I figured out is, if you confirm anything or just hit anything into the flamethrower, you can easily combo Striker's grenades with Sektor, and this makes the overhead and the low safe. This makes the flamethrower safe in general because the grenade covers you. I think characters that have like forward advancing, like really quick highs can punish it, because I was punishing it with Reptile earlier, but I couldn't punish it with Scorpion Stand 2. So that's just a little bit of information to think about, but pretty much what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing something into the flamethrower, if I could do the flamethrower, and you're going to be calling Striker to bounce them. So it'll look something like this. I missed that, but you get the point. That's the whole combo. I'm gonna walk you through that, but I still got a little bit more to explain. So you can do this off of pretty much everything. I think that's gonna drop. Oh, it didn't. Cool. Yeah, you can pretty much do that off of everything, and it's completely safe because if they block the flamethrower, she doesn't do the second hit, and the striker grenades hits the opponent. So they're not gonna be able to punish you. You can also do it off the low, but it's really hard. The timing is really hard. Yeah, that timing is ridiculous. This is gonna take a lot of practice, but it's actually really good. I'm gonna see if I can set it up to demonstrate to you how safe this is. All right, so I've got her doing the exact setup that I'm talking about, right? And the worst thing that's gonna happen to you is you're gonna get poked, right? That's gonna happen. They can poke you out of this, but they're not gonna be able to like stand punish you. Well, let me get a striker back, because you're gonna get hit by the grenade every time. Now they can obviously armor it, but the best they're gonna really do is armor you or poke you, so it's pretty much safe. Unless you're like scared of getting down forward for some reason. Now I'm gonna do my best to teach you the timing of each button for a striker because it is very difficult, so please pay attention. Each one is different. The overhead is the easiest one, so you just wanna input overhead into flamethrower just instantly, right? As she bonks him in the head with her rocket launcher, you call back striker. If you do that, you'll get the bounce every time. All right, for her mid string, like her 4-2-1, as she hits her second hit, you call back striker. Every time you'll get it. Just input everything at once. Call it as that hit lands. Call back striker, and you'll get the bounce. For the 1-1, it's pretty much as the second hit lands as well. Yeah. As the second hit lands in the 1-1, you want to call striker. You're pretty much pressing a lot of buttons at once. It's not easy, honestly. But yeah, the low is the hardest one because it's quicker than, obviously it's quicker than the overhead. So you pretty much want to do the low and striker at kind of the same time. Like as she kicks him, if that makes sense. As you can see, it's really fucking hard. Yeah, this one's really difficult. That's gonna take some practice. I hope you're ready for your fucking joints in your fingers to be sore. I'm gonna show you how to do the combos now. So, I also perfected the low timing. So, I don't know if you need input shortcuts or not for this. I believe I do have input shortcuts on. Yeah, I do. So maybe you need input shortcuts for this. But if you press back 3, which is her low, and cameo at the same time, it'll call him at the exact same time. And if you press forward 2 really fast, it'll do the flamethrower. So you'll still get the combo and it's still safe. I think this drops. Yeah, but that's a little bit of a tip. Press back 3 and cameo at the same time, then forward 2 really quickly. You'll still get the flamethrower. Now, anyway, into the combo. Let's do it off of the overhead. Why not? So you want to do, obviously, whatever attack you're doing with the specific timing, but I'm going to be doing the overhead into the flamethrower and call striker at the proper time. So there you go. Once you get that down, you want to dash up, do standing 4 into meter burn down back 4. I know we haven't done that at all in this video. So I just randomly discovered something a lot better. This is the perks of it being day 1, right? So instead of dashing up and doing standing 4 after striker lands his grenades, you could just do forward 4. They have the same startup frames. As you can see, they're both 11 frames and they both do 5 damage. So you're not missing out on anything. This is just a lot easier and it makes it so they're higher up in the air. So this lands more consistently. Now it can still drop, but from what I've been seeing, it's been working more often than not. As you can see, worked perfectly. So yeah, how you end the combo is pretty much up to you. Once you get to that point, right? Once you get to this point, you could pretty much either do what I just did or you could do jump 3-2. So I'll walk you through that. So to be thorough, I'm going to give you one more walkthrough of this. So whatever string you choose, you're going to be doing that into flamethrower and calling striker so that he bounces them with the grenades. You got to practice that timing. So for the overhead, it's like that. After they bounce, you're doing either dash up stand 4 or forward 4, which is easier to do, just do forward 4, into meter burn down back 4. After meter burn down back 4, you're either going to jump 3-2, which is the easy guaranteed cash out, or if you did forward 4 down back 4, you're going to do jump 2-1-2 into down back 2, and that's the end of your combo. Alright, now the last thing I wanted to demonstrate before I go ahead and show you the combos with no talking and then end the video is this chick's fatal blow does not scale. Like, the damage just ramps up like a motherfucker. So if she hits you, she's going to hit you for 50 if she combos in a fatal blow. So I just wanted to show that. Sorry if you hear me spamming. I'm pretty close to my microphone. Yeah. She's gonna hurt if she hits you with fatal blow. So yeah, good luck with that. That's it for the video. I hope it was helpful. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that beautiful stuff for the algorithm. And yeah, now I'm just gonna do some combos and not talk, just for the people who don't really want to sit through the whole thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video.